Good morning, investors and traders, and welcome to our channel in which on a daily basis we discuss several different markets and more importantly, opportunities within these markets. This is your opportunity to learn and to filter the noise in the market, or in a very simple and digestible, the information is given to you in a very simple and digestible way so that you can understand where the market is really going to move, and more importantly, if the current move has any momentum, who's buying it, who's not buying it behind this particular move, and where are those possible entry and exit levels. So these are the most important things. With the asset classes that we discuss on a daily basis, this is your forex market, of course, your equity market, commodities, and cryptos. My name is Naeem Aslam. I come with a 15 years of a trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for a Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader with Bank of America. Currently, I work as a chief market analyst for Evertrade. Now, let's focus on the market. When we look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it seems like that the market has come to a point where the bulls are really struggling to push the price. Now, on the daily time frame, if you put your focus on a daily time frame, the resistance that we've mentioned in previous videos for the DJ30 or the futures, the Dow Jones 30 that we have, is at 31,175. The price is struggling to break above that, and that is because of the massive rally that we have seen yesterday when the Dow Jones Industrial Average made another record high. Whenever there is a record high in the market, usually the following days we do see some sort of a retracement. And more importantly, when we have a major announcement like the one that we are expecting today with the European Central Bank's monetary policy decision, traders like to stay on the sidelines because they do not want it to interfere with those monetary policy actions. Excuse me for that. But let's keep a focus on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Now, it seems like when I look at the institutional flow, and I'm going to try to make it slightly more simpler later on, what I see is this SPY ETF, which is your S&P 500 ETF. The short interest has dropped to the lowest level. In fact, it is sitting at a level that we have not seen pre-COVID. Now, what does that mean in a very plain English? It means that institutions are very much of the mind frame that this particular stock rally or the bull rally that we are seeing is very much going to continue, because they believe Joe Biden's policies, fiscal policies, and with the help of monetary policy, markets will continue to recover. In addition to that, investors are also hopeful that the current coronavirus situation will come under control. The coronavirus vaccine will become more effective. That will put the recovery back on track. And all of this should help the stock market, meaning the Dow Jones should continue its momentum to the upside. S&P 500 also should move to the upside, and so is the NASDAQ 100. However, it is very important for us to keep one thing in mind, and that is these markets, especially the NASDAQ, has gone too far, too fast, and correction is due. We don't know when that will happen because no one knows about that. But we need to be very cautious in relation to our long trades. So if you are going to take 5 contracts going long on the NASDAQ, maybe take 2 or 1 contract because the move is way too extended. The same philosophy is also for the Dow Jones and for the S&P 500 index as well. Perhaps with the Dow Jones, if you were going to take 5 contracts, 5 points something, then maybe take 3 or 2. However, for me, the most important entry point would be when the Dow Jones futures will come back to us a 50-day simple moving average on the daily time frame, because I believe this is when we will see a discount in the market. Market is very expensive. And thank you for Ecstasy. You were asking me a question about Bitcoin. I will answer this one very shortly because that is coming towards the end of towards later in the video. So I've just replied back to you and thank you. This is how exactly it should be. We should be very much as you guys should be asking questions to me in these live sessions. So moving on from there, in the Forex market, then we will go into the crypto market. In the Forex market, today is the ECB day, the European Central Bank day. It is going to come up with its own monetary policy decision. The market players are not expecting any change with respect to that, meaning no change in interest rate, no further printing of anything. And that is very, very important. Now, given the fact that market players, traders are not expecting at 12:45 London time, the decision will be out. We may not see too much volatility for euro dollar pair, but coming at 1:30 p.m. London time, the president of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, will start speaking. And that, my friends, that will bring enormous amount of volatility for the euro dollar pair at 1:30 p.m. UK time. You can count your own, change it into your own perspective time frames, but at that time we will see a change for that as well. So now on the daily time frame, the euro dollar is very much in battle with the 50-day simple moving average. MHB, hello to you as well. So what we really wanted to see is we want the prices to move above the 50-day simple moving average. If we do, then the next resistance level in terms of the euro dollar that we'll be looking at, that be at 1.2222, so 1.2222. If prices break the 50-day simple moving average on the daily time frame, if they don't, then a reversal will happen. Prices can move towards the 1.2055 price level. That could be your first buy. But remember, this is not a strong support level because the price will be rejecting the 50-day simple moving average, and that means more bearish pressure, meaning the sell-off is going to become intense from that point, and we could move even further lower towards the 100-day simple moving average on the daily time frame, and that is at 1.19595. I've done a technical analysis video describing these price levels as well, so go and have a look at that technical analysis if you want to learn a little bit more. Now moving on to the cryptos, and okay, so MHB is also asking about the GHB. Okay, about sterling. So about sterling dollar, let me just quickly look at that. So the momentum is humongous with respect to sterling dollar. We are trading at 1.37. In the long term, I expect this move to continue, to remain to the upside, and we could see the move to reaching to 1.40. That's a long-term trend against the dollar. But in the short term, I think the move is way too extended. 4 consecutive days of gains, especially today's gains, are very, very strong, and that is likely to see some retracement in the coming days. Now I'm going to quickly move towards cryptos because we have already gone way too much with the time. Now with respect to cryptos, my friends, I have said this in the previous videos, the technical analysis video, that on the 4-hour time frame, that is where the signal came for Bitcoin for a further sell-off. So a few days ago, the prices dropped below the 50 and 100-day simple moving average, and the sell-off started from there. And it was indicating me when the price started to drop below the 50-day simple moving average on the same time frame that we are in for a retracement. This is a healthy retracement, but what we want to see is prices staying above the 200-day simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which is trading in around 31,333. If the prices break below that, we will shift our focus to the daily time frame, keeping one thing in mind: the prices are oversold now on this shorter term time frame. When we go over here, then we look at price levels in around, let's say, I would look at 27,857. That is where the 50-day simple moving average is trading on the daily time frame. So obviously that is quite a lot of retracement with respect to that, but it was pretty much coming. Same is happening with Ethereum as well. But one important thing that I wanted to discuss with you, with Bitcoin, yesterday, BlackRock is the biggest institute in the world, the most powerful institute in the world when it comes to the White House as well, because they have a lot of control in the White House. Now, BlackRock is also applying for the SEC for the futures. So basically, in a very simple, if you look on my Twitter account, I've mentioned all that and give you the links for it as well. Basically, the entire news with respect to BlackRock, what it means is that we have more institutions coming and joining Bitcoin. They wanted to join this rally. They wanted to come and buy Bitcoin, and that should really push Bitcoin prices higher in the coming days. That is what we've got to keep an eye on. Now, I know we have gone way over our time today, and the questions are still keep coming. But I have to kind of wrap it up very quickly. With oil prices, we are really struggling to break above the 54 price level. So we're trading again towards the, we have reversed our direction. I have made a video on that one yesterday on oil prices, on technical analysis. Have a look at it. The immediate support now, given where the prices are, is going to be at 48.15. That is all for now, my friends, and I'll see you guys later. And thank you so much for that. And remember, thank you for putting all the questions over here. It really helps you guys to understand that and get rid of those confusions that you may or may not have about the market. Because being a novice trader, being a learner, it is all about keep learning, finding those resources, finding the people who can help you. And this is completely free. I wish I had this sort of support back in days 15 years ago when I started it, but obviously this wasn't it wasn't there. But now you have it. Make sure that you become addicted to it and post your questions over here. It is all about risk management tools and finding the discipline. And discipline means watching and listening and then saying determined. It is not about entry and exit. That comes at a later stages. The two important thing is understanding the psychology, and that means filtering out the noise out of the market, just like how Bitcoin prices are falling down now. But we know that the long-term future is to the upside because institutions are coming. That is filtering the noise. That is playing with the psychology. And secondly is the risk management. That is when we look at where the bigger averages are trading in, where the big orders will be. That's all now. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.